There's nothing more satisfying than a great ending to a great game, but sometimes the ending you're supposed to see isn't actually the best one. Check out these alternate endings that are way more fun than sticking to the script. Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2. Even if you've somehow never seen Star Wars, you know the basic plot. The Empire's bad, rebels are good, Darth Vader needs a new inhaler, and the rebels win. Not so in Rogue Squadron 2, which flips the script and stops Luke in his tracks. The regular game ends the way the movies do, but if you have enough in-game currency, you can purchase additional levels called Triumph of the Empire, which allow you to play through the climactic final battle as Darth Vader. After defending the Empire by blowing away all the rebel pilots, including Luke, the son you never knew you had, you then move on to a second level where you attack Yavin 4 and destroy the remaining rebels there, so bye-bye Leia. With that, we can safely assume that the Empire reigns supreme, the Jedi become extinct, and the dark side becomes forever dominant. Vader still needs a new inhaler though. The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Perhaps the weirdest Zelda game ever, Link's Awakening takes place on an island that is literally the dream of a giant creature called the Windfish. Link awakens the fish when he defeats the game's villains, but the island disappears as a result. But there's an alternate ending, which gives actual life to Marin, an island girl that you befriend along the way. She tells you she feels there's more to the world than just the island, and that she'd love to be a bird and fly away, free to explore the rest of the world. If you beat the game normally, she disappears along with the rest of the island, but if you win without dying once, you see her flying in the sky as a bird just as the credits stop rolling. It turns out Marin's real, and you helped grant her wish, just like a real hero would. Saints Row 4. The Saints Row games never shy away from being completely bonkers, but the fourth one takes things so far over the top that it winds up destroying an entire planet. A gang member becomes president, then aliens invade and obliterate Earth, trapping everyone in a virtual reality simulator. Eliminate the aliens and you assume control of their empire, although Earth remains destroyed because you can't have everything. But there's an alternate ending that players can get by completing all the loyalty missions before they take down the aliens. You'll still conquer their empire, but this time an alien underling will reveal their race has access to time travel technology.
However, time travel would allow you to see Earth again before its destruction.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Time travel?
It won't save the Earth, but since the aliens have been kidnapping historical figures for their collection, it finally reveals that the narrator of the game's story was Jane Austen. Yes, the author. She was telling the story of a band of deviant criminals fighting aliens in a VR world the entire time. It's certainly more interesting than Sense and Sensibility. Castlevania 2: Simon's Quest. There are 3 endings to Castlevania 2, and none of them are good. In the normal ending, where you take 8 to 16 in-game days to win, Simon destroys Dracula, but also loses his life in the process. If you take over 16 days, you get the bad ending. Neither Dracula nor Simon survive the final fight, and Simon leaves no heirs to fight future evils. Then we've got the best ending, which requires you to take under 8 days to stake your lad, Vlad. In this one, Simon lives. Everyone rejoices, but then Dracula's hand rises from the grave. Clearly, he's unhappy with being returned to the grave mere seconds after coming back to life, and he wants revenge. Again, you just can't win with this guy. Half-Life. The canonical ending of Half-Life is pretty straightforward. At the end of the game, G-Man appears to offer Gordon Freeman a job. Since Half-Life 2 exists, Gordon obviously takes the job. In the alternate ending, he doesn't, and he doesn't live to talk about it. Getting this ending is shockingly easy. When G-Man tells you to step into a portal to begin your new life, don't. Just stand there for 30 seconds, and once G-Man gets the point, he'll transport you to a pit full of angry, hungry demons where you're torn to shreds.
No regrets, Mr. Freeman.
G-Man's motives have not yet been fully explained, but it's safe to say he's probably evil and has been playing Freeman like a fiddle. In this ending, we can presume that Freeman would rather end his life than do the bidding of some weird, godlike, almost certainly malevolent creature. That's downright honorable, even if it does mean no sequels. Streets of Rage. At the end of this beat-em-up, the evil Mr. X invites you to join his organization. You say hell no, beat him up, his criminal empire is dissolved, and you win the game. But if you reach him with 2 players, you have the chance to do something very different. When he asks you to join him this time, both players get the question. If one says yes and the other says no, the 2 characters fight. Once the player who said yes wins, another question leads to a fight with an enraged Mr. X and his henchmen. Beat them and win the game, but with a big change. The criminal empire won't go away, you'll take it over. Sure, you had to betray your friend, but now you have a super powerful criminal regime at your command. That's pretty awesome, and you're bound to be better at it than Mr. X was. After all, you're still alive. Spider-Man Web of Shadows. For the most part, Spider-Man Web of Shadows ends like every other Spider-Man story. Spidey wins, evil is defeated, and great power comes with great responsibility. But it doesn't have to. If you've longed for Peter Parker to fully embrace his dark side, this alternate ending is for you. To get it, choose every black option you get. When you choose between Black Cat and Mary Jane, always pick the kitty. And when you must choose between the black symbiote suit and your normal red one,
always bet on black.
do so, and once you defeat Venom, the symbiote consumes Parker completely. He summons a horde of symbiotes to terrorize New York City, and we fade to black. The friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is no more. But there's one more twist. Kingpin and Black Widow, desperate to stop evil Spidey, fly in a big box containing Wolverine, who's also consumed by the symbiote, which is just straight up awesome. Sadly, it's been a decade since Web of Shadows, and we've never gotten a full follow-up with Venom Wolverine taking on Spider-Man. That's the real bad ending. Thanks for watching! Click the SVG icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love, too.